Alright. Hello, guys. My name is Quest, and welcome back to Scry Guide. We are going to do a top 10 commanders of September 2023, and I have my buddy, my friend, Barry, a part of Scry Guide as well.
What's going on, guys?
Alright. And I wanted to start off this series, something brand new that no one has done yet. Um, it definitely very interesting on what are the top 10 commanders that are doing really well each month, and I think that's a really interesting idea. So here we go. Number 10, we have Gadia, Font of Hope, an angel commander in the top 10. Can you believe that, guys? So basically, what Gadia does is white and a colorless, legendary angel. Flying Vigilance, and each other angel you control enter battlefield with additional +1 counter on it for each angel you ready to control, which is powerful enough. And then it is a mana dork for your angel, so tap one white, spend a spell to cast angel spells. Man, Angel's having a comeback, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean, like since this came out, like in Streets of New Capenna, everyone like hailed it as like the new Angel Commander, Angel Face, and it really should be because White just it does have the worst trouble ramping into like these big angels, right?
Yeah, it's really good. Like the mana dork ability definitely helps, and then its other ability, just each other angel you control enter battlefield with additional counter for each angel you control, which is nutty. For 2 mana,
Yeah,
just
exactly. And like as of late too, like with I believe Modern Horizons 2, they had that one drop angel. They've been releasing a lot more like lower CMC cost angels.
yeah, and it's
That
really
really helps
powerful.
like yeah, that really helps it get along to that engine.
Yeah. All right, and then the three I picked three cards from the decks that are around these cards too. So we have Rice's Valkyrie, Lyre Dawnbring, and then Avacyn Angel Hope, which are basically the main angels of these decks going around. They're in high percentage of each deck, and they're all powerful cards. So we got Lord, we got like a Avacyn that just has every angel or permanent have indestructible, and
Yeah,
it's just very powerful.
yeah. Avacyn's always been like angel mommy, but like I said, like Righteous Valkyrie, a 3 drop angel, which I mean before. What was like the lowest drop angel? Was it 4?
I think it was. No. Hmm.
Right? It's that $120 card that's like whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 on each creature or something like that.
Oh, it was three. I think it was 3 mana from a core set. It was 2020. It was.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a 3 drop. It was like a 3/3 flyer. And then whenever you gain life,
Mm.
you make like a 4/4/8. I think so. I don't remember what his name.
Oh no, that's like the human creature. I'm talking about like I think Archangel of Thune. Is that what it was? I can't remember, but it was a 4 drop.
Okay,
I think
yeah.
that was like before that. That was like the lowest, and then we had like things that did like angel stuff, like Sarah Ascendancy, or is it that 1 drop monk?
Oh, yeah, Sarah's Fantasy, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, yeah, like I'm happy. You know, angels have always been like what a huge type for people.
Yeah. All right. Next on the list, ranking coming in number 9, we got Frodo, Adventurous Hobbit, and Sam, Loyal Attendant. This deck has been my favorite for the past 3 months. I'm happy that it's at the top 10. Still, after like 3 months, I mean, I've been checking, but I didn't make a video in the past. But like, this, like these two cards are really good. Frodo isn't the enemy, but Sam is. Sam is like the enabler of this deck. This Sam just says your food costs 1 less to activate, which is insane for the deck. Like you gaining through life, Frodo just like, all right, I need some card draw, I need a loot. You're not really using Frodo just to kill people with its commander damage. You're using Sam to kill people. We're using
I
its
mean, just
ability.
yeah, just very true to the lore. Sam carrying everything.
Yeah, carrying the team, and then you got some different packages you could go down. You could do just sacrifice all your food, deal 1 damage to everyone, or even more. I know there's more of that same effect, but I didn't have any room to put in these slides. But then we have Cauldron Familiar, represents like all the combos you could do in the deck with Samwise,
Yeah,
Verseer, Witch's Oven, like all that stuff. And then you got Paralyze, which just doubles your tokens. There's Annoying Possession, Marduk, not Pippin.
yeah,
It was the other guy that if you create a food, create another food, then you got cadmium manufacture.
Or
But
like
yeah,
peppermint too,
yeah,
right?
took. Yep.
Yeah, this is awesome for Abzan just because before this, I feel like Abzan had always been just about graveyard shenanigans, and this pairing kind of took it to like more like the artifact route, which has always felt like it's always just been like a maybe like a Demir to Esper type of deck, right?
Yeah, it's definitely remind me of Shroom. Is that what
Yeah,
the folks?
Shroom.
Yep,
Yeah, Shroom
Shroom.
was like a super heavy artifact or enchantment deck.
Yeah.
And yeah, like it just always felt like Abzan was like, oh, okay, which Abzan commander am I going to use to, do things from the graveyard?
Yeah, it's always graveyard, but now we have artifacts, which is awesome. I've been loving it ever since, and I have done a deck tech. If you guys want to check that out, I'll definitely have the links for some of the decks that are going to be on here in the description below. So let's get on to number 8. We
Yep.
got Bernard, Gender Sculptor. This is a new one that just came out. Very powerful commander. So each creature you control that's a food or a golem gets +2/+2 and has trample. And then whenever a non-token creature you control dies, you may exile it. If you do, create a token copy or a token that's a copy of that creature. Except it's a 1/1 food golem artifact. Creature in addition to other types, and it has tap 2, sacrifice it, you gain 3 life. And I know Barry, you built a commander deck off of this.
Yeah, I did a budget deck tech for people out there. I just feel like band commanders are always really good at being able to fit into any budget.
Yeah,
And this is a perfect representation of this. You can go with the evoke stuff and really keep it $100, and then if you love it so much you want to spend more money on it, you can go even higher than that.
yeah. I was really hoping this was Abzan. This guy would be so broken in foods.
Yeah, it would send that over the top.
Yeah, because like with the Sam ability, like any creature that had an ability on it, when it died, it just becomes a food, so it just costs 1 less. It just becomes insane, and yeah. But let's look at the creatures. There's definitely a lot of routes you go down here. You have like the Splishers that create 3/3 golems, so you just imagine a giant army. You got Paralives, which just doubles all your tokens that come back from the grave. And they got Marduk with another double token.
Little lives. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a really really powerful commander that's been coming out lately. But yeah,
Yeah, and especially in these colors too, you could almost like omit the panharmonicon effects to because you have so many token doubler
oh
type of
yeah,
effects that you don't even need the panharmonicon. Panharmonicon almost feels like it's a win more at that point.
yeah, that is true. Like it just very powerful. But yeah, let's move on here. At number 7, drum roll please. We got
Oh,
Emodane, the Pyro Hammer. Whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control that targets only a single creature, deal damage that to that creature, and Modane deal that much damage to each opponent. So you could put like a Dark Steel plate on here or something, give it indestructible, and you could be like, all right, deal 40, kill everyone somehow, right? It just
yeah. Oh man, yeah. You could also put like Stuffy Doll and Brosh Taunter.
Taunter, yep.
That yeah, that indestructible goblin.
Yeah, there's so many routes you go down here. You could just, I can see a world where someone could build this with just a commander will be the only creature in your deck, and you just like
Yeah.
Voltron it up with indestructible, and you just start like, all right, bolt, 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 or something like that. It just seemed fun. But here are some of the pieces for it. We got a Virtue
Oh, great
Courage,
Brosh.
yeah, Brass Taunter, and then we got Fiery Anticipation, which just deals
Yeah,
way more damage in red. Like you definitely have
yeah.
more sources to do that.
Yeah, and I think Virtue of Courage in here is really clutch, just because like with the enchantment side ability, where you can go in and exile cards and dig even deeper for more burn spells. Ugh.
Oh yeah, like you could like make this into like a storm deck, put like Grape Shot, and you just deal all right one, and you just you go through your deck. I think that seems like a fun concept. If you guys want to see a deck tech,
Yeah.
definitely comment below if you guys want to see a deck tech Immodane. I will definitely like
Question.
to build
Yeah.
one and see how it goes with like a storm
Question,
pieces.
yeah. Question for this too is if you put grafted exoskeleton onto Immodane, would that be
Oh,
poison damage?
wait. Oh no,
Yeah.
wait. Whenever it
It
deal.
deals that damage.
Oh, I have no idea. That's an interesting question.
Well, because like in Nekusar, if you put like Phyrexes or grafted exoskeleton, it works.
Oh,
So
and
I think
like
with Immodane, you could do the same thing.
that is gross. If anyone's watching this and is a judge, definitely comment if we are correct because that just seems broken to me.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to be like fake news.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to number 6. Rowan, Scion of War got the number 6 spot, and I know Barry built this deck tech. So Barry, take it away.
Oh yeah, Rowan Sign of War, one in Mardu, no, one in Rakdos, legendary creature, menace, tap, spells you cast this turn that are black and or red cost X less to cast or X is the amount of life you lost this turn, activate only as a sorcery, and it is a 4/2.
Yeah,
It
very
is strong.
Yeah, very powerful, just what it does. And you get to do some shenanigans with it with some of these cards here. Crankle with
Oh,
Power is probably
yeah.
the most, like, underrated, like, card in the past years. And then it finally got its place. It got its home in this deck.
Oh my god. Yeah, like this deck, I think the times I have played it, I've probably won turn 3 or 4 with it.
Yeah.
It is
It is
it is
nasty.
Yeah, it is one of those decks you play like once a night. You're like, all right, I should put this away.
Yeah, then we
Yeah,
have next.
especially. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, continue.
Oh no, yeah, I was gonna say, especially if you get into Appearance of the Abyss early, it's pretty much game over after that.
Oh yeah, taking your deck, and then you have Necroponish, which is you to pay 1 life. So basically, you go to 1 life, and you have
Oh,
cost like 39, and then you got Parent Abyss, which is very powerful. But yeah,
oh man,
very
yeah.
happy that it got the 6th spot here. But let's move on to number 5, the Dragon.
Oh
No surprise there. The Dragon is still top ranking here. It's a OG commander. But yeah, I have not played against an Dragon deck before, and it is terrifying to read this card. Like, oh, that's scary.
yeah, and they just keep printing out more good dragons. I'm like, relax.
Yeah, so many. Like with Boulder's Gate, with all those dragon, and it's just like,
Oh
oh no, just
yeah, with
so
the and then
disgusting.
the Teamer Dragon too is like super scary. Miriam.
Oh yeah, speaking of Miriam, see.
Oh, oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, Miriam, just so stupid. And we got a Utuvara, Hellkite.
Okay.
Yep, and
Classic
then
dragon.
a Cloth. Just
Oh,
creates so much mana.
yeah. If you can get into a cloth, you're probably going to get into infinite combats and win the game.
Yeah, at that point, like the Dragon deck, it's here, and I think it's here to stay in the top 10
Oh,
in the future, unless
they're
another
all-
Busted Dragon comes out.
yeah, no. And what always made me mad about like Dragon was that it was just a cost reduction from the freaking command zone. Eminence was a mistake.
Yeah, I think it was too. But let's move on from from the Dragon deck into number 4 spot, Atraxa, another top commander for from the OG days.
Ah,
Flying, Vigilant, Death Touch, Lifelink at the beginning of your incept, Proliferate. So there are definitely a lot of routes you go down, and it is gross.
yeah. Atraxa has always been like just a nasty commander. It really has.
Oh yeah, and the routes you go down Infect, Super Friends, Proliferate, just get bigger counter. Just you could go definitely quite a bit of routes, and even in 4 colors, you have so much possibility of like just splashing 1 color for this card, doing all this stuff, and it's really good.
Yeah, and like I've never met an Atraxa deck that's like, oh, I'm just playing like fungus +1/+1 counters. It's
Oh
always been, I'm playing stacks.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Or they're just playing Infect, like, well, you're all gonna get a poison counter. Like even some of the cards from New Phyrexia. No, not new.
Yeah.
Or all will be no. Phyrexia all be one with like, oh yeah, each opponent gained a poison counter. Is like cool. I'm gonna just stack up the board and kill you guy with Infect or with
Yeah.
poison counters in like 10 turns. So
It got so much easier with that set.
yeah, it is gross. What what poison cards came from that set? It just nutty there. But let's
Yeah.
move on. Oh, did you have something for this?
Oh no, I was gonna say yeah, because you even got like that read the bones where you
Yep.
draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, and everyone gains what, a poison.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to number 3. We got Hilda, the IT Crown. Whenever you tap the untapped creature your opponent controls, you may pay 1. If you do, or when you do, choose 1, create a 4/4 white blue elemental creature token. Put a counter on each creature you control, and then scry 2. Then draw a card. This card is disgusting.
It is a powerhouse.
Barry had built this just for tonight, and he was like, "Yep, it's too broken."
Yeah, it's so gross, dude. It's so oppressive. Speaking of oppressive,
I don't think I put that card in here, but I put these in here. Winder was one of them that he played. Willbreaker, I believe. Did you
yeah,
play Verti Circle?
yeah, you have to. It's a draw engine. It's
Yep.
so good.
Yeah,
Like I love that was like my pet card during what is it, Guilds of Ravnica or whatever the
yep. It was I forget. There's so many Ravnicas.
yeah, the Ravnica from 2018,
Yep.
2019. Yeah, it was such a pet card. I always try to make it work in standard, and it just didn't.
Yeah. Like like this deck has so much power with that one enchantment you're talking about, oppression, where you just tap
Yeah,
all your like tokens, start tapping more stuff, make more mana. Like it just so
yeah,
strong.
because they're like, and the fact that like, so like in a video that we're gonna also release in this week, Galadriel almost has like sort of the same build in Bant, but it has a what's it called, a restriction, like you can only do these once per turn type of
Oh
deal.
yeah,
Hilda does not. So
yeah,
you make more 4/4s, you tap more 4/4s
yeah,
because oppression doesn't care about summoning sickness.
yeah. Imagine if Hilda was like green and you put like Earthcraft. You just start.
Oh, game over, dude. I wouldn't even feel bad. I'd keep that. I'd keep that deck because I'm gonna be like nobody gets to have fun today.
Yeah. Away from Hilda. Going on to number 2 spot. We got Leela, Cunning Conqueror.
That was actually pretty surprising.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fairy, and it's a good ability too. Whenever you cast your first spell during each opponent's turn, create a 1/1 black fairy rogue creature token with flying, and then whenever one or more fairies you control do a combat to a player, go target creature that player controls. Not as powerful to the first Leela, because the first Leela was insane. From like, all right,
Yeah,
I'm gonna catch all these artifacts. I'm gonna get the mini 1/1s. They're actually 2/2s now. And then you start playing anthems. You start just controlling the board and just swinging at people. But this one's
yeah,
okay. This seems like a definitely like low to the ground, like budget friendly and like somewhat of a casual friendly deck. So yeah,
yeah, and yeah, the fact that you can goad creatures too, which is like another form of controlling the board and widening your opponent's lives down because all their creatures have to attack is really cool.
yeah. Imagine if it didn't say 1 or more. Whenever a fairy deals combat damage, just start goading everything.
Well, like what's it called? If you hit like an opponent each, do you get to goad? You get to
uh,
goad one creature each opponent, right?
I don't know.
Yes, because it says to a player.
Oh yeah, it does. You're right.
Yeah, so you get to goad their scariest things at each other. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. All right. And then the 3 card I put on here is Scion of Ona, Fairy Mastermind, and then Ona, Queen of the Fae, which are good
Ooh.
fairies.
Yeah, I mean Una used to be like the Fey Lord
Yep.
for Magic for the longest time,
Oh, yeah, for the
and
longest.
Fairy Mastermind is it was a sick print. I The art for it is so funny to me, just because it's the world champ, and it's just
Goto Nashi?
Takahashi.
Yeah, Takahashi.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
But it's a really good card though.
Yeah, I love how that he made this card for vintage in like Commander, which is funny.
That's sick.
Yeah. But let's move on to number one. What do you think will be number one?
Golos. It should be Golos. He should be unbanned.
All right, I think that's enough hot take from you, Barry. I don't think Golos needs an unban. I think that card needs to stay banned.
No.
But number one is the one and only Queen Ariete of the Charm Apple.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like number one of the month.
Yeah.
Woo!
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Each creature that is enchanted by an aura you control can attack you or a planeswalker you control at the beginning of your end step. Each opponent loses X life and you gain X, where X is the number of auras you control. It is so powerful. I finally updated it to non-budget, so I'll probably be releasing a video by next week for this deck, and I'm just loving it. It's just a sweet card, sweet commander. I think it's probably one of the unique commanders that recently got released that synergized with auras, which is really nice.
Yeah. What are the cards for it that you have on it?
Ooh, I got Songbird Blessing, Undo Spirit Dancer, and Killing Ink Duelist, which all the cards really work together. Songbird Blessing, basically whenever a creature you control, or whenever a tended creature attacks, real top card till you hit another aura, put on a creature, and then you just go nuts with it. And then you got Undo Spirit Dancer. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you may create a copy token that's a copy of it. Do this only once per turn, which is sad. I wish it was like you keep on creating copies. Yeah, get that value, but it is not. And then Killing Ink Duelist. The only ability that I care about is spells you cast that target a creature costs 2 less to cast, which definitely helps with the aura deck.
Yeah, that one's super good. Like, I think a lot of people underestimate Killing, even just as a commander himself, just because you could use those like really dinky like 5 mana removal spells, and it's just 3 mana or something like that.
Yeah.
And especially there's like those huge aura spells that you want to cast, but sometimes you're just like, man, that's a lot. 6 mana is a lot.
Yeah.
Especially wars off colors.
Yeah, and then I need to update the deck for the budget version because Undo is not $3 anymore.
Oh my god, how much is it?
Around 15 now. Yeah, Undo spiked up, guys. So if you guys have one, awesome.
The one good thing about Undo too is like it is only once per turn, but if you pair it with like a card that can populate, like that one 6 mana enchantment or 8 mana enchantment, wherever you cast the spell, you can populate. You just use Undo to populate one thing and then let the others do the rest. You know what I mean?
Man, imagine copying that. You just have Infinite. You just like, all right, go to 4, go to 8. Yeah. You just start going and going.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was not expecting Eric to be number 1 this month.
Yeah, I'm happy. She deserves it after this month of the Wild Eldraine release. But yeah, that is it, everyone. Thank you for watching. Definitely leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. And definitely comment what commander do you guys want us to build. We are open to possibilities of building commanders for you guys and making deck techs. But yeah, I think that's it. My name is Quest.
My name is Barry.
And thank you for watching. Scry guys out.